The halls of the Zareth imperial palace shimmered with polished obsidian and gold, but the king's gaze was heavy with disdain. Before him knelt his youngest daughter, Princess Vel'Zari, her ceremonial headdress casting a long shadow on the floor. "You are weak," King Thalrock growled, voice echoing like thunder through the chamber. "No psionic ability, no strategic mind, barely above a slave in usefulness." Vel'Zari said nothing. She had long since learned that words only fed his fire. The king turned to the ambassador waiting silently nearby, a human from the Terran Union, clad in simple black fatigues. "Take her," the king spat, "a token of goodwill. Perhaps your kind, with your crude machines and soft ways, can find a use for her." The ambassador, Commander Julian Reeve, simply nodded. "We will." 15 years later, the skies above Zareth Prime erupted in flame. Alien warships, sleek and cruel, tried desperately to reform their defensive lines. They never expected Earth to come to them, but they never expected her. Clad in hardened Terran exo-armor, bearing the insignia of the Terran Vanguard, General Vel'Zari Reeve stood at the helm of the flagship Resolute. Her voice was calm, sharp, and unmistakably human. "Disable their psionic relays. Disrupt the command nexus. No casualties among civilians." The bridge crew obeyed without question. To them, she wasn't alien. She was one of theirs. The confrontation. Deep in the ruins of the palace that once exiled her, King Thalrock faced his daughter for the first time in over a decade. She stood taller now, no longer frail, no longer meek. The gleaming black and steel armor suited her, not as ornament, but as purpose. "You, what have they done to you?" the king rasped. Vel'Zari removed her helmet. Her eyes no longer glowed with the uncertain energy of her youth. Now they burned with earned conviction. "They gave me a home," she said, "a place to become something, to lead, to fight, to matter." "You are still Zareth," the king snarled. "You will obey." Her boot hit the floor as she stepped forward. "You lost the right to command me when you gave me away like spoiled meat." Behind her, human soldiers stood ready, but they weren't needed. The king fell silent. For the first time in his life, Thalrock looked at his daughter not with disdain, but fear. Epilogue. Vel'Zari never returned to Zareth Prime after that day. She left the planet under Terran supervision, ensuring peace and transition. She refused the throne. Her place was with the Vanguard. She wasn't the weak daughter anymore. She was the storm. And she didn't need a crown, only purpose. Would you like a longer version or a series based on this premise?